computer. All right.
Hey everybody, welcome to Tuesday Night Live. Let's let Tommy Jones in. I just admitted her.
She is.
Great to see you guys. Happy April. Oh, I've been so excited for spring.
Me too.
It's been a crazy year, hasn't it? Think about a year ago, what we were doing with COVID just really in full force, and now people are getting their vaccinations and everything. Oh, there's Jenny Hinkle. Are you taking care of people? Because
I am. While you're talking, I'm watching. I'm letting them in.
Very good.
Letting them in. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Tanya. Tommy.
Hey.
Betty, Diane, Nora, Dee Dee. Yay.
Yeah. Well, since Nora and Diane are on here, they're my only two who put in all of their celebration chain for the month of March. So I have all their little names right here. So I'm going to draw for a prize. See who wins. Diane, do you have Cooper with you tonight? No Cooper. Okay, here it is. Winner is Norah Palmieri.
Hey, Nora.
Right there.
Congratulations.
Norah, you haven't gotten a prize in the mail for a while, have you? So it's time to send you something. Something cute. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be cute.
I'll give you a hint if you want what I had my drawing yesterday, as you all know, and Bretta won our drawing. And but I was excited that we had Jenny, Sony, Betty, and Bretta all putting their stuff in the celebration chain. So you guys make that one of your goals for the month of April, is that every time you do something, or at least go back over the week and just do a little recap and just note those things in the celebration chain. I know it's easy to forget, and by the time it gets to the end of the month, you're like, oh, forget it. But you know, if you're disciplined and using a weekly plan sheet, then it might be real simple to recap that at the end of the week.
Imagine that. Imagine that.
And we're going to be talking a little bit about kind of planning and a little bit of discipline here as we march towards the end of the seminar year. And yeah, what we've learned a lot this last year. I'm glad we're a year into it, and you know, to me, it's not as frightening. I mean, there's just so many good things that have come out of it, and so many pivots, and so many readjustments, and you know, I think we learned that we can make things work. We can work around things. We can have obstacles that just stand right in front of us, and we've learned, I think, how to really pivot around, especially in our business. And I'm just going to say this right up front before we get really going in this. If you have not taken, and everybody who's listening, if it's not just you who are on with us tonight, but and for those of you who are on, thank you very much for being on with us, because it makes it, I just like seeing your faces. I like being with people, even if it has to be this way. It feels good. But if you haven't watched the Jen Besecker video that has been posted a couple of times, all you got to do is go to our group page and go to videos, and it's probably one of the only videos, the most recent videos. That will really show you how you can really make yourself finish this last 3 months strong. If you just follow her game plan and the support materials that we gave with it, and, you know, set a goal to hold, you know, one party a week, one virtual party a week. That's a half an hour of you on Facebook Live a week, doing the preliminary work and the follow-up work, of course, which really is what makes a party good. I think that you will not only finish strong, but I think you'll be rolling into the new year. I know for me personally, even though I've watched a lot of virtual parties and I've seen a lot of different ways to do it, and you know, we started out, I mean, gosh, the Nationals and the $1 Million Directors really started us out in March and April of last year, and giving us tips and tricks on working virtually, and we've had lots of opportunities to learn. But her video, we got a little bit of noise. I'm going to go around and just double check people. If you're not muted, you might want to mute yourself. But her video just really clicked. The second time I watched it through, I had to watch it the first time. The second time I watched it through, it really clicked with me how simplistic it is to do a Facebook Live party. That was the big game changer for me personally, is that it's not a Zoom meeting, it's Facebook Live, it's just me hanging out with a bunch of people commenting and blessing people and lifting them up and having some fun and washing my face and giving away some free product to a hostess because she invited her girlfriends, and then getting more hostesses. I mean, that's just the way this works. And honestly, I think it's the way it really, really works right now. Susan, any thoughts or comments on that?
I agree. In fact, I just clicked over to Facebook and I did not post the flip chart and those additional materials. So I'll do that tonight after the call, so you guys have that. We were talking about tonight doing tips for finishing strong in 90 days. And that's the first thing I have on my list, Teresa, too, is to use Jen Bessaker's party plan and do some Facebook Live parties. If you held we've got 3 months left. If you held one a month, that's 3. If you held one a week, that's 12. And what if they were $500, $600 a piece? My goodness, she had what, an $1,800 party?
Yeah.
One of them that she had. So what could your retail sales be over the next 90 days just using this from the privacy of your home, where we have all the information, all the details on what to do, what to say. So watch that video. I'm like Teresa, I watched it twice. I took copious notes, and this is one thing I can do. I know that you guys can too. So I love our Mary Kay Sisterhood, where we share absolutely everything, and all the details are right there for you. So.
Absolutely. Another thing that I want to remind you all of, and I don't know, I mean, I know I'm kind of late to the party a little bit, as far as even going virtually with my online parties, but Mary Kay is kicking off the Rock and Red Rally in lieu of Career Conference, and tomorrow is the deadline. It's not the deadline to join the party, but it is the deadline if you want to be recognized for any of your accomplishments over the past year. So there will be some recognition, but I'm just going to encourage you. It's $20. Get plugged into that kind of stuff, because I know that this is good, but being plugged into a lot of excitement and other people and other training is the best. And so we can't go to career conference, so we can't go to seminar, but we can plug in to the excellence that they're putting out there for us. And we can appreciate the company for doing that for us, because this is no easy feat, I can imagine. And so, $20, take it out of your Mary Kay account, get registered, go ahead and hit the deadline tomorrow and get it done, get registered. And then the dates are the 23rd and the 24th, I believe.
Yeah.
And go on to In Touch and just look at what all is going to be available. But I really want to encourage you guys, plug into these things. Don't just go, oh, well, we're not going to go to career conference this year. Oh, well, nothing. And then it's going to be, oh, well. And it's not going to be well, because if you're not engaged, if you're not plugged in, if you're not putting yourself in the around big thinkers, then you're going to keep on doing what you're doing, and you're going to keep on getting what you're getting. If you're not happy about what you're doing and what you're getting, if you're happy about it, then keep doing that. But I just really, really want to encourage everybody, go ahead and get registered for the Rock and Red Rally.
Yep. That's going to be awesome. I registered today. I know that I think Norah and Kathy, maybe Tracy. Is that right? Nora's got a big heart on her screen. So make sure you do that. I mean, we have to go nowhere. It's right there. You can sit at your desk and watch. So there's no excuse not to do it. $20, tax write-off, get plugged in.
Exactly.
So I agree. One thing Teresa and I said, let's just kind of come up with some things that you would do. If you want to have a really strong finish, what are some of the best things we've ever done to bring about some great, strong sales? And with this double credit of recruiting, you get a double team building bonus, normally $50. It's $100 in April. And then anybody that you recruit I'm assuming is qualified recruit, would count again for seminar 2022. So it's not a double credit right now, it's you get the credit now and later. So you'll remember that now and later candy, that now and later promotion. So this is a time, especially with these Facebook parties, if people see how easy it is to do a Facebook Live party, how many team members do you think you'll add when you share a little bit about your career and show them how easy this is? So that's really good. But one other thing I was thinking of is every year in the month of May, okay, this is April, but in the month of May, I always have my birthday sale. So my clients sort of start looking for that. But if your birthday's not in May, now Diane, I know yours is, because we're May girls. She posted that picture, right, Diane, about us having a May girl t-shirt. But even if it's not your birthday, why don't you have like a spring cleaning sale where maybe they trash another brand, or I mean, not trash it like come on here and trash it. That sounds really bad. But maybe they get rid of something that they have of another company, and they get a Mary Kay equivalent at a certain percentage off, like 20% off. That's always kind of fun. We used to call it what? Shake up your makeup. We used to do something like that, but you can do that virtually. Yep. Trash to treasure. You can do that online. For me, my birthday is the 19th of May. So I always do 19% off of all products that turn back the clock and make you look younger. And that would be all of our skincare and our supplements, but then it's 10% off of everything else. That's always a huge, huge thing. I don't do a ton of sales. I do one, I don't know, usually around open house time, and then one for my birthday, but work that. So come up with some kind of clever thing for spring or spring cleaning, or I don't know. What do you do? What can we come up with? Share your ideas. Mine is my birthday. It just happens to be in the spring. But I thought that would be really fun. You could even post some Facebook Live videos to your VIP page with some of your favorite things. You know, hey, it's Norah. It's time for a post about one of my favorite things in Mary Kay. And it's just a quick 30 to 60 second clip about like the product of the week or your favorite thing of the day. And people get a special price on that. So that might be really fun. So Teresa, you got any others?
Yeah, no, I think those are all great ideas. Just generate something. I mean, I know, again, I'm not extremely consistent in my VIP group page. And so that's one of the things that I really want to do for April, May, and June is just develop that consistency of posting something at least 3 times a week. And a quick little fun little video, a picture of you with your favorite product, something that's just engaging your clients. I've seen some really fun ones, you know, what do you like best? You know, matte or semi-matte, or, you know, do you lip gloss or lipstick? You can do some really fun things that really pull them into you and really engage with them. Also, clinical solutions. If you really haven't hit that with your clients, find 10 clients that you think would love clinical solutions and get them started on it. I've had great results from that. And, you know, I mean, they're loving it. They're going to be consistent reorder customers. And so that's another new product that I think you need to make sure that you've had some engagement with your clients and let them know that we have that. We also have another preferred customer program coming up, a deadline coming up the 17th, I believe, of this month. Make sure you mark that in your calendar. Make sure you do that. Make sure your customers get that lookbook in the mail with samples. That's a big deal, and I think that's really important. And one of the things that I wrote down when I was just thinking about it, I think the biggest thing for me, especially sometimes when I get a little scattered, I'm multitasking a lot these days. And if you don't know, I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. Some people know, some people don't, but the Gregory's are moving. We are going to be selling our property, our home, all kinds of junk. We're having a huge auction in July, and Bob and I are buying a house that's on the river. It's only 20 minutes from where we live now. So we're not moving out of the state. We're actually not even moving out of Charlestown. We're just moving up to the river and we're super excited. But as you can well imagine, I've got 4,000 things going through my head all at the same time. And so the first thing, and we all do, I mean, we've all got multi-projects, right, going on and things happening in our families. And so you just have to make a decision. Decide what it is that you want between now and June 30th. It could be something as simple as I want to be consistent in the Sprocket Chain Reaction contest. I want to do my 600 wholesale, which means I sold at least 1,200 retail in the months of April, May, and June. And then not only are you going to get the gifts for those 3 months, but you're actually going to get the summer consistency gift as well, which is an adorable gold and pink bracelet. So that could be one thing that you decide. You may just decide, I'm going to consistently have $300 weeks. I'm going to consistently, I'm going to finish a star this quarter. Something that not only is a decision on what you want, but it will propel you into the new year. There will be momentum. You may not have accomplished the things that you wanted to this year, but don't just stop and wait until July and start then, because then it's another 3 months. So figure out what you can. Is it a red jacket? Is it to have 5 new team members between now and the end of June? That would be an awesome goal, because right now recruiting is easier than ever. And I didn't even recognize this last month. We had 5 new people come in last month. So that is increasing. New people are coming into this business because they're seeing how they can work this easily from home and how social media is working. So make a decision and then dissect it. Okay. So once you've made that decision, what you want by the end of June, you've got to go backwards, right? And dissect it so that you know what steps you need to take every month, every week, and every day to make sure that you set that goal. And that's it. It's really simple. Just back it into it. If you need help, call us and we'll help you take that goal and back into it so that you can have a game plan of what you need to do. And then just do it. I mean, that's my thing right now. It's just, if I think of something, I can't sit down and belabor it. Like yesterday when I decided, okay, I'm going to have a drawing, and I just jumped outside with my phone, got the tickets together, and had our emoji drawing. Quit thinking and overthinking and planning and whatever. If you want to have your first virtual online Facebook party, then just do it. Pick a friend, tell her she's going to do it for you. Tell her she needs at least 5 or 6 guests to be there. Pick a date that you're going to do it. Send out your samples and just do it and get that first one under your belt. And I promise you that it will get easier each time. Take a breath, Suze.
Okay. Those are all really good tips. I was thinking about just doing your basic old customer service calls. I mean, what if in the month of April, you just reached out to every person that supported your business and appreciate them? Say, oh my gosh, happy spring. I just was thinking about you. You're on my heart. I wanted to thank you for supporting my business. I know you've got lots of choices with Mary Kay Chicks and skincare and color, and I appreciate your choosing me. I have a special offer. It could be, today only, 15% off of anything you want. It could, just some little thing. But what if you did that to every single person? I stop sometimes and I think, gosh, when's the last time I actually called every person in my customer base? A lot of times it's very easy to get lazy. Now I'm laughing as I look at Norah, because Norah's always doing a national court of sales. She's the queen of customer service. But for me, sometimes it's very easy to just let people contact you and you're like, oh, hey, hallelujah, there's an order online. But make it happen. Set yourself apart from other consultants and other businesses where you actually reach out and say, hey, I'm just thinking about you. Thank you for being my Mary Kay customer. How's your family? Happy spring. And it may not even be to call for an order or a facial or something, but just to appreciate people. I have found over the years that, a lot of people are like, well, thanks. I really appreciate that. By the way, I'm out of blah, blah, blah. So, just by reaching out and touching base with people. That can be huge over the next 90 days. Make it your goal that over a 90-day period, you're going to call and talk to every single person in your client base just to appreciate them. That can be huge. You know, we talked so much about these Jen Bessiker parties and doing a Facebook Live party. If you're not sure who to ask to be your first hostess, be your own hostess. You know, just say, hey, I'm hosting a Facebook Live party on such and such date, and invite your own people to be there. And then maybe from your own customers who already love you, already love the products, then you can book future parties to get the whole ball rolling. But maybe you could be your very first hostess. That's just a thought. But like Teresa said, you have friends that you can say, hey, you're having a party, you know. So that could work too. So anyway, don't overthink. Contact your customers. PCP for sure, like she said. This is the time to start thinking about sun care, right? People are, it was 80 degrees here today. You know, so talking to people, say, hey, I've been thinking about it. I've got a product of the week. It's, you know, the After Sun. It is the subtle tanning lotion. Do we still have lip balm?
That's all we have.
Is that it?
That's so sad. It's because
they've gone at Mary Kay. I mean,
come
skin
out
care should be sun care, but anyway.
Yeah. But
you know,
those are two
products with
products.
SPF in them. You know, we got plenty of products with SPF in them.
And they're limited edition. So you could say buy an After Sun gel and get a subtle tanning lotion at 20% off or something, have some kind of special. Because I will promise you that those will be repeat orders as well when you get people on those two products, you know, and they know that they're just available for the spring and summer. They're limited. People will stock up on them. Most of my clients, this is the time of the year that they'll buy them 3 and 4 at a time. So make sure you get those things out there to them. And, you know, when you're calling your customers, I've kind of go through Facebook and make sure that you've got a birthday for all of your customers. Call them on their birthday or send them a little singing emoji telegram, which is really fun to do. But make sure, just go do the and then some, just like Mary Kay would want us to do. It's not just that we're here to take orders. We're here to make sure that we're lifting other people up, that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And so if that becomes your motto for April, May, and June, is just to add value to people's lives, find ways that you can do that, quick little phone calls, a sweet little note in the mail, a sample and a gift, you know, whatever. We're just so much in a business that we can really reach out. And so make that your thing. You know, if your goal is that you want to reach out to 50 people between now and the end of June, then reach out to 50 people. But figure out what you want to do. Don't just let another week go by and another week go by and you don't have a goal. You don't have a plan. You don't have you're not being consistent in your business. You know, if you did nothing more than every single day, do something in your business every single day. Reach out to somebody, plant a seed, make a phone call, send a note every single day. It would be huge over the next 90 days. And it would be huge for you because that's what I love about this business is that it gives back to me even more when I'm giving out. So
Norah just posted Monday Motivator checklist. I was thinking the very same thing, Norah. Remember when we did the Monday Motivators and it was 3 dials a day? You know, at times 30 days is 90 people that you've reached out, but it was only 3 a day. That is so manageable.
Good. Thank you, Norah. That's really a great one for anybody, for all of us.
I still try to do that, honestly.
You still do it.
I still try.
Norah, you still credit your success in Mary Kay to the daily activity that we promoted in Monday Motivator messages.
Yep, absolutely.
Very good. Let's open it up. Who else has some ideas? Teresa and I have talked for 27 minutes. Who else has an idea of what their plan is or what they think would be a good idea for the next 90 days or heck, the next week? Anybody? Okay.
No, the last time, can you hear me better, by the way?
A little bit. You still sound kind of in a tunnel, but talk a little louder.
Okay. So the last time we talked about, I was frustrated. I wasn't getting bookings. I took your suggestion of saying book by the end of March and get 30% off one item. And I got 2 bookings. So it was great. That worked. Of course, they didn't hold, but that's a whole nother story. But at least it engaged them to open their calendar and really find something with me. So I think I'm going to do a similar thing for April with the spring cleaning. That was actually going through my mind. Spring clean, shake up your makeup. I'm not sure how I'm going to word it either, but make a deadline that they have to book by a certain date, get whatever I'm going to come up with. I like that.
Very good. Yay.
Thank you, Nora. Anybody else? Anybody else have a big goal? Already have a plan?
Dee Dee does. Dee Dee?
Dee Dee?
Am I unmuted?
Yep,
You
you
are.
are unmuted.
Okay. I really liked your suggestion of contacting your customers, and that's what I'm going to do, because I have lost some communication with a lot of these people, and I need to get it back. And it's totally my fault, but with everything going on around us, it was easy to do. So thank you for that suggestion, Susan. So I will get back into that and get that done.
I think that's
Good. Everybody wants to be appreciated, and I guarantee nobody else is calling them and just thanking them for choosing them, and then offering them, maybe something special, or hey, my product of the week is this, or how are you on your supply? Anything you're getting low on? What can I bring you? That kind of thing. Good. Good. Betty's got something.
I am not going to have a sale because I just got through having an Easter sale. But I'm like you, I haven't called my complete list of customers in a long time, so I'll be working on that.
Good.
good.
Yay. And even if it's just leaving a message, which most of it will be, I promise, just something that makes them smile, make them think, I'm so glad she's my Mary Kay chick. I love her. That's what you want to do. Make them smile, make them glad to be a Mary Kay girl.
Another thought is to reach out to make sure that they still want a polite way of asking, do you still want me to contact you? Because it's time to get my mailing together.
Yeah.
And do that before the 17th. So you've got a very accurate mailing list.
And you've got a deadline for yourself to get it done,
Right.
to make those
Get it
calls,
done.
to get it done. Just say, I'm updating my mailing list. Want to make sure that you're enjoying getting the lookbook in the mail, and would you like to continue it? And did you see anything in the last lookbook that you would like to have a sample of? Or, what do you think about clinical solutions? Were you excited? Yeah, I think that's a great way to engage.
Yeah. And a great way to reach out to people you haven't talked to in a long time either. To say, gee, I haven't heard from you. It's been a year since you got your miracle set. Clearly you're not using it. Are you ready for a refill? Or do you even want me to be your Mary Kay girl? Or I don't want to be scary Mary Kay, or however. I try to make a joke out of it, but I do call everybody that's bought something in the past year.
Yeah, something. Let me tell you, I'm going to end with this, because this was a lesson that I learned, a very harsh lesson that I learned this year. And I've learned it before, and I don't know, I just didn't take it to heart, but I really did this year. I have a client that has purchased quite a bit from me over the last few years. She's a fairly new client, maybe 3 or 4 years, and she was pretty consistent buying maybe every 3 to 6 months. And we had a great relationship going, and then all of a sudden, crickets. Did I do anything about it other than every once in a while, I haven't heard from Mandy, but I didn't do anything about it. And then a couple of weeks later, I'm like, gosh, I haven't heard from Mandy for a while. But instead of, and finally it was like, Teresa, pick up the phone and call her. She'd had a double mastectomy and has been very, very, very ill with cancer. And I didn't know it. I didn't have a clue about it. I felt horrible. I made a gift box for her. I took a whole Shea body set. I said, will you accept the gift from me? And she said, yeah. And I mean, she just had a really bad time with it. But you guys, don't just assume that they don't need anything, or that life is crazy, or that it's COVID related or whatever, don't assume that with anybody, because man, that was just a smack upside the head for me. So there you go.
Wow. Yeah, you don't know what's going on in somebody's life. And we tend to first think, oh, they don't want Mary Kay anymore. It's probably rarely that. And so just assume somebody needs you. Somebody needs to hear from you. And even if your phone calls and reaching out is just to make them smile, that was a successful contact.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay, so very good. Well, it is after 8:30, 8:33.
Okay.
So thank you for being on here, you guys. The 17th, don't forget, get your PCB done. You don't want to miss it. If you've ever missed it, you won't miss it again, because it's a pain to get those books out. So
Love you
make
guys.
sure
Thanks
do
for
that.
being on with us tonight.
That's right. Mwah.
April,
90 days to finish strong.
add value.
Bye. Love you all.
Love you.
Good night.